Well, today in front of me, what do you think this is? Pretty ancient, I reckon. It could be in excess of 30 to 40 years old, and it's actually an apricot tree. If we come in closer, we can see the apricot blossom here on the short, small stems that are coming out from this very old trunk. But what's the weather like? Well, the weather's not only windy out here, but it's going to turn cold. And that's one of the troubles with an early flowering tree like apricot, peaches and nectarines, all these stone fruits, that a lot of them, including plums really as well, they flower early, which can mean you've got less pollinators about to actually pollinate the blossom, which is so important on particularly apricots, which are the first to flower. And the second thing that can happen is, yes, you guessed it, you get cold nights and maybe a heavy frost, and then you're completely had it, because the pollination will have happened, the small fruitlet might have just started to form, but then the frost will knock it off and you'll end up with no apricots, peaches or nectarines. So always have, it's difficult on a tree like this. Let's just back out and I'll show you the shape of this tree against the background of the houses. They are. Look at the size of that. What am I going to say? Get out some fleece, horticultural fleece, and put it over your nectarine, peach or apricot. But you can't always. Talking of which, I still like apricots. They were my mum's favourite. She loved apricot jam. She would eat apricots till the cows come home. I'll tell you what, stewed apricots and custard are really nice. But let's move on. Always have horticultural fleece handy that you can put over the areas of bloom to protect them from cold weather. Then the second thing you've got to consider is which varieties to get. I'd still go for one called Tomcod. Still one of my favourites, a good producer. It will produce most years, and every other year it will produce a massive crop. They're very tolerant crop, apricots. They grow well in Essex and Kent, but can grow anywhere honestly in the country. Not a problem at all. Average soil, not sodden, but will grow in most conditions. All you've got to watch out for is that cold weather.